everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Imaginary Boys. I am one of the two hosts, Mr. Habanero, and I have my secondary, beautiful, musically talented in the sense that he understands great music, Mr. Lettuce. How are you, Mr. Lettuce?
I am super. Thanks for asking.
For acting? Are you super?
Thanks
super
for
good?
acting.
Thanks for acting.
Yeah.
I'm a good actor. I know. I fake everything.
I like really sour citrusy juice before getting on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
And just my tongue was just like, I'm gonna burn now.
Nice. I'm drinking a sour drink, so lots of lemony, citrusy alcohols. And Coke. There's some Coke in there too. Mm-hmm. It's delicious.
But anyway, how have you been doing? How have you been doing, man?
I'm exhausted, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You've got a lot on your plate, and I like you've talked about this in a live stream, but I kind of wanted, just in case time is missed.
Yeah.
In the upcoming future, I think maybe you might want to reiterate it for the podcast listeners about like just what's going on with your life.
Yeah, sure. I could talk about it for a little bit.
Yeah, just like quick synopsis. I'm pretty sure half of the people in that live stream also listen to this podcast.
Yeah, it's all good. Basically, I've been diving into a lot of graphic design stuff. Some of you guys have been noticing that I've been very heavy-handed with merchandise on Teespring and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of graphic design for merch, which, by the way, go down in the description below, check out the Teespring merch line. Working on some cool stuff, and there's already some really nice designs in there already. So I've been doing a lot of graphic design stuff, and I've been basically teaching myself a lot of stuff with that and getting very deep into it. And I basically started realizing that from hearing from multiple people, as well as talking with some people about it, that apparently I'm pretty good at doing graphic design. So basically I've been trying to dive really deep into it, and I realized that I have a particular knack for it. And I also... people are interested in services involving graphic design. So I've basically been doing photography, image editing, selling my services out for, making different kinds of images, logos, doing photography, all sorts of stuff. And it's been going surprisingly well. I'm actually very surprised that there are a lot of people that are genuinely interested in that. And so I've been having to dive pretty deep into that. It also causes me to have to go into town a lot to either meet up with people or go to my P.O.Box, because another thing, too, is I've had to redirect a lot of my mail to my P.O.Box because of a weird mailbox problem that I've been having with my at-home address. So I'm primarily doing most of my mail stuff through my P.O. box now. So yeah, a lot of my life lately has been centered around, working on photography, working on image design, logo design, graphic design. And yeah, it seems like it's going to become something that's pretty good. But one of my main things that I really want to turn this into, like, this is like my overall goal, is I really want to just make really cool clothing. Like, that's like, I mean, obviously it's nice that I can sell out my services to, people for other purposes and things like that. But I really, really want to do, like, the more I learn about it and the more I get deeper into it, the more I realize how much I really enjoy it, is I really want to get into more clothing design stuff. So I've been focusing a lot of my time and effort on, doing cool designs for the Teespring merch and having you guys, check it out and buy it and wear it and show it off and stuff like that. So I got the new Lady 80 design as a sample. So hopefully the next time I do a video or I stream, I'll wear the Lady 80 design. on camera so that people can see how amazing it looks. So yeah, basically, I can't really talk too deeply about the projects specifically that I'm working on, because some of them are kind of like, privately done with clients and things like that. So I can't really talk too much about them. But the thing is that it's turning into this cool thing that seems to work out and people really like, and it could become like a full-blown future career for me. So yeah. And if you want to show your amazing support for the amazing graphic design work that I do, go into the Teespring link down below and check out the merch. I got some new designs heading out soon. That I'm working on right now. I have a really interesting idea for a design for the Imaginary Boys. I want to do like a new logo design. I'm going to keep our original logo, but I want to do like a special like t-shirt design for the Imaginary Boys. Like a really cool graphic tee. I have an idea for a special design that is unique for a zipper hoodie. And I have a couple of other interesting anime-based designs, because I've been really into the idea of doing anime graphic design for clothing that looks really sleek and nice and classy. So yeah, keep up with it. And I'm even thinking about shilling out super hard and making videos that may be commercials for advertising some of this stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, I got a lot on my plate. I'm getting heavier into photography. I might even be buying a brand new camera specifically for photography and things like that. So it's getting pretty crazy. And I'm working my goddamn ass off to get it all situated. So that's kind of, I just wanted to also, like what Lotus was saying, was I wanted to give a heads up on that. Like if people are wondering why, the podcast might be out later than normal, or why I'm not streaming as often or making videos as much or anything like that, or, the slowness of the channel or anything like that, it's literally because I am up to my eyeballs in graphic design work at the moment. So,
right.
Yeah.
You are no longer you are no longer solely a content creator, as we all had gotten known to you, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, if it means you found something that you enjoy doing and can make more than $3 a month doing it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have my full and I haven't been on your Patreon in a while, but when I was there, I knew what you were making. I knew what you were getting from it.
Yeah. Well, and the Patreon members have been so amazing to me, like genuinely, like I appreciate it all and it really helps me out. But despite how much I love the support that you guys give me and how much I genuinely appreciate it, I can't live off that shit. I can't live off of it, man. Right. I would love to, ideally, but no, I gotta do a bunch of other things to pay bills and live that dream. So,
and you're not horny enough to just become a prostitute.
No, I'm thinking about trying to do more pictures specifically for Twitter and possibly build up an Instagram of just me wearing my merchandise. So possibly Fansly in the future, maybe. Just kidding.
Only fans. We're gonna get some feet pics out of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come to my Fansly, and I will wear nothing except for like the merch T-shirt.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that the listeners got the same heads up that the people in that live stream did.
Yeah.
Only because they're like, and this has always been the case. I mean, you constantly link back to my channel.
Yeah.
And there's constantly nothing ever on it.
That's okay.
And that is because I have never been anything more than a hobbyist content creator.
Right.
And the extent of my content creator has been working with you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's fun though.
So I've had a couple ideas, but things I just haven't had the time or energy to follow through on.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, like it's energy at this point that's just really killing me. After I get done working, and doing some of the other stuff that I have to do, like just sitting down and writing the scripts and recording it. It sounds like a good idea, and I think it'd be great at it. It also just sounds like something I just don't want to spend my time doing.
No, I get that.
I would much rather just turn like my brain half off, fire up Core Keeper, and just do the daily grind stuff on Core Keeper.
I get that, man.
So that's what a lot of my days have been. I'm pretty sure another game will come out at some point, and that will do that. But it's just with the amount of downtime the amount of energy I have during my downtime, like trying to produce something that I would be proud of releasing into the world. It just doesn't happen. Like even here in this podcast, don't get me wrong, I love doing this. It's just there have been some and we've scrapped episodes because I'm like, this felt kind of like shit.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. So we've scrapped at least 2 episodes. Yes, because either you were like, are you sure? Because we had a discussion afterwards. You're like, yeah, this is kind of crap.
Yeah, we did that one episode where I edited it. I was in mid-edit. I was like halfway through editing it, and I just contacted you, and I was like, Lettuce, I fucking hate this episode. Let's just throw the whole thing away.
and the thing is, he's like, yeah, I kind of get it too.
Yeah.
The last episode was fine. I just don't think it was our best work. We were both very low energy.
Yeah.
We both really had nothing going on.
It's true.
Like we kind of released that last one because we enjoy releasing them and we enjoy recording our conversations. It's just some are better than others, and that one really needed some help.
Hey, I got a really awesome compliment from Rebecca. She was like, "Damn, Hobbs, nice for landing a 16-year-old at 14 years old." And I was like, "Thank you, Rebecca."
Shit. I landed a 40-year-old as a 17-year-old.
Oh. Was she okay? Was she okay looking? Was she decent?
I mean, she was better than her daughter, who I was dating.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
Sometimes you miss the target.
Oh. I thought the last episode was pretty good, though. But...
No, it was like no one would have heard it if it was bad.
That's true.
That was, but if I had to be honest, that last episode was incredibly mid. So
compared to anime and pizza, right?
Yeah, compared to anime, I don't think we're ever going to recapture that kind of glory, man.
That is literally like anime and pizza is lightning in a goddamn bottle, dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm sad we just didn't go viral on that one. We made all the money. But anyway, so it was this conundrum that kind of led me down the path where we're going to go tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I figured if I came up with a structured conversation, we might have some fun with it.
Sure.
And so the premise of today's thought experiment is the Imaginary Boy podcast is the love child of myself and Mr. Habanero.
Sure.
And this podcast grows up to be, as awkward of a teenager as, our offspring probably will be. So, but you know, he is not without his wants and needs and desires, and he comes across a person whom he wants to impress.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that we did when we were youngins, you and I, more me than you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that 10-year age gap, like, CDs were on the way out by the time you had access to a CD burner.
Okay, so once again, because I feel like I've had to tell you this like 4 or 5 times, I recorded mixtapes. I did. That was a thing that I did as a young teenager. And then I eventually graduated to mix CDs. But the thing is that there was a significant, substantial amount of time between acquiring a boombox, basically, that could record tapes versus a boombox that could record CDs. So, well, wait a minute. No, that was different because I would not record on a boombox. I would record my tapes on my boombox, but I would record CDs on my computer, and that was like way later. So I was recording mixtapes first before I was making CDs for people.
Okay.
So okay. I swear by it. I swear, because I think I still have them.
I sit here corrected then. I just figured given the 10-year age gap.
Yeah.
When I was a young child, tapes were like, I recorded mixtapes. Mm-hmm. However, when I got into the dating age,
right,
which, you know, you're talking 13, 14, CDs were already a thing. Mm-hmm. And I already had access to CDs. I had access to a CD burner.
Right.
Back in like 94, 95.
Right. Well,
so one of the things I would do is create like mix CDs just for myself.
Mm-hmm.
The concept of giving a mixtape to a crush in order to woo them.
Yeah.
Was not something I did until like late teens. Because while I did have access to a CD burner, I didn't have ready access to one until I was like 16, 17.
I was recording mixtapes between the ages of approximately 12 to probably about 14 or 15. So, and I was giving those, like, I was legit, like, I was either keeping them for myself, making them for friends, or also making them for ladies. So, and like I said, I was explaining this to you in the previous podcast. I was a kind of a ladies dude, which was weird because I was so young and like it was very strange.
No, I get it.
In fact, I even have a memory that I was friends with when I was 12 through 14. I was friends with a dude who was, I think he was 3 or 4 years older than me. And he literally used to take me to like Christian gathering parties because like we went to church and stuff like that or whatever. And that's how I met the guy and became friends with him. He used to take me to church gathering parties, and he used to use me to pretend that I was his little brother so that he could pick up like women. 100% true story. Because I was adorable, and all the girls wanted to be around me.
No, I mean that measures out about that time frame.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I was making mixtapes for ladies, as well as friends, and as well as that's why I just said, like, if I looked hard enough, I have like an old memory box in my closet with like old photos and keepsakes, and I'm pretty sure I still have some of those mixtapes in there. Like, I'm pretty positive of it.
Oh, I digitized my music collection in the early 2000s and never looked back.
Well, I mean, I did that too, but those ones are like, but they're still like keepsakes. Like, I don't just like, okay, like, you know, move all the music and toss these bastards out. Like, they were kind of like, you know, as a pack rat, as a person who's a collector and a pack rat, I still keep garbage like that, you know? So.
Obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, so my point is I made mixtapes. I definitely made mixed CDs. I made mixtapes for women. I made mixed CDs for women. My first serious girlfriend, which I talked about in the last episode, I definitely actually made her a mixtape. I remember that very well. So yeah. So anyways, we're teaching our boy, right?
Yeah, how to basically grease the skids of a potential future relationship through 80 minutes worth of music.
Yep, that's the goal.
That's the goal. I don't know if you have a preset like form that you kind of create your mix CDs for. I have kind of preferences. Like, I like to bury the lead. I like to have like the best song either within either the first track or the second track. Okay. Like, I want it to start high, taper off, and then go back to high and then end, but then taper off at the end. Okay. Like I don't like this whole like calm, like build up to a hype,
right,
and then crash, because then that's how you get things like try towards the end of Machina.
Okay. So my thing is, like, I mean, I used to have...
I hate that song.
You really do. So when it came to making mixtapes, there was no rhyme or reason, really. I mean, I kind of would just try and put things together and hope that it worked out. But when it came to making CDs, what would usually happen is I would take a bunch of songs that I liked and kind of throw them all together into a playlist. And then what I would do is I would kind of like immediately figure out like, oh, I would really like to open with this song in particular. And then I would start like kind of trying to arrange them. And then I would listen to the playlist. And then I would kind of like change like the order of them based on the first listen through, or I might just toss some of the songs out and put new ones in instead to kind of like fit a tone or something. And then once I've, gone over it, I would then listen to it again and see how I feel and then possibly change it some more. So, and that's kind of how I build playlists for like music, So
I don't think we're too dissimilar. It's just I put a lot of emphasis on that first two tracks. Like if I don't feel like I've gotten a hook in the first 10 minutes, I don't bother releasing it.
Okay.
Like I look for like a good like hype hook. I want to draw you in, and I want you to want you to have a feeling of where this is going. And I want you as the listener kind of have an investment in seeing if you like where it went.
Right. Okay.
Or if you notice you were bored in the middle of it and you're like, bruh, this guy, I'm going to go bang, Jerry McBiggles dick over there.
But I think it should also be important to say, like, when you're with a nice, high class refined lady, it should be well known that obviously, within the first couple of minutes, you don't want to blow your whole load, right? I'm more of like, I want to like draw them in, and like the first song or two should be like foreplay, Like, you want to draw them in, you want to grab their interest, but you don't want to blow the whole load in the first minute or two. So
so this is just a fundamental difference between you and I.
Like, okay, man. Yeah.
Like,
you like to blow your load in the first minute?
We got 80 minutes here.
Yeah, man.
We've got 80 minutes to play with.
Yeah.
If we nut in the first 7 minutes, we could fiddle about to get ourselves ready to nut in the 60th minute as well.
Okay, man.
That's kind of where, because like Like, which one would you rather have? One nut or three?
Well, I mean, obviously, like, you're going to want to be able to blow your music load multiple times throughout the whole collection. The first song or two, I kind of usually like to be a little more...
Oh, no. I'm going straight for in your face.
You just want to blow... you want to blow the music load right into her face in the first minute. Got it. I know exactly what we're talking about now. Okay, man.
Like, let's do that first. Let's get it right.
Let's get it over with.
Well, no. Let's get that first like awkward, like not very satisfying. Like you've had it built up, so it's just gonna hit. Like it's not gonna feel incredibly good for anybody else. So let's just get that first one out of the way. It's gonna be okay.
She's not gonna like it, but at least you feel good, man.
I mean, she's gonna. We'll make it up to her. We'll make. I mean, she might. I mean, let's be honest. We're not. No,
it's fine.
We're not like if we're going after a high class lady that isn't prepared emotionally for the occasional gotcha. That's not a relationship worth having for either of us.
All right, so speed death metal for the first track. Got it. I understand.
Okay, well. Like, I don't know.
It's okay, man. Just tell me what you got. I'll let you know how I feel.
Man, what do you think is your ideal opening? What would you think? No, like knowing us as much as we do, what do you think is a ideal opening track for somebody who would be our offspring?
So that's tough because now that makes me want to go and like collect every single like mixed CD I've ever made and kind of like look at the first couple of tracks to kind of analyze them. I was actually thinking about
that's you.
Yeah. So okay, well, so the idea is that
the thought experiment is us.
Right. The idea is that this is our love child, right? This is
our love child. This is our creepy love child. He's got the pencil mustache.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Maybe what we need to look at this like is, you know, we need to kind of think about like not only the fact that it's our love child, but also what is our love child? What is like the icon that the imaginary boys are built off of? What's the icon, Lettuce? Remember when we first discussed this, right, like before our first episode?
I think you're going to need to clarify your question a little bit more.
Okay,
like the icon, like
what is the imaginary boys? Where did we get the idea from?
I mean, we got the idea from the Cure song 3 Imaginary Boys.
Exactly. So, don't you think that the perfect beginning, opening, iconic song for the Imaginary Boys' love child would be a Cure song, right?
Not necessarily, but I like where your head's at.
Yeah,
and there have been some pretty good CD openers out of Cure albums.
Yeah,
we could pick up Out of This World.
Okay,
from the album Blood Flowers.
Yeah, sure. That's a good example.
It's a rather. I mean, I'm hoping you're familiar with that song.
I think so. I might look it up.
It's the opening track. It's the opening track of Blood Flowers.
It's been. I'll be totally honest. It's been a very long time since I've listened to any Cure music. So, oh, dude, hell yeah. Okay, this song is legit.
Okay, so a couple of ground rules is we can't just go the same like songs from the same artist.
Right.
So if we're going Cure, this is kind of the Cure song that's going to get us going. I would like to avoid Cure songs for the rest of the album, which I think is doable.
Sure.
But the reason why I like this song as an opener out of all the Cure openers, I think this one kind of sets a mood.
Yeah, that
I think is something that our child would try to express to a woman he has a crush on.
Sure. You know what? I listened to at least 20 seconds of that song just now, and while skipping across it a little bit to hear a few choice parts, and I think I could agree with that. It sounded pretty good. So yeah, man, I'm down for that. Yeah, I just thought that it like made perfect sense to like start with The Cure, since
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, so this song isn't necessarily the hype point.
No,
but it puts us in a position where we have a lot of places where we could go for a hype point. Sure. I would like to get there in the next song. Like I would like to, because this is actually kind of a long song, to be perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay.
So we really kind of need to get that hit in now.
Okay. All right, man. Then you know what? The next one is it sounds like you have an idea in mind for the next song to blow your music load. You don't?
I have like some ideas, but I'm just telling you to say, hey, let's go ahead and figure out what we're doing next. And I'd kind of like to make this an orgasm point.
All right. Well, you know what? I
still love how we made this honest thought experiment kind of dirty.
I mean, it's easy. Like, I mean, it's, we're the imaginary boys. Like, if we're not talking about, dicks and vaginas, then, what the hell are we doing? So it's fine, man. This is what we do. We're good at this. This is we're pros. And hey, our audience loves this shit. Okay, we know. Listen, guys. Listen. We know what you come here for. We know that you love this shit.
By the way, heads up, there will be at least one Weezer track on this playlist.
Hell yeah!
At least one. If that's not if the Weezer track isn't this hype point, it will be the next one.
Okay, so I have an idea for a song to put on that's like a straight up like it starts out like hella like chill and sexy, but then it blows its load everywhere. Do you want to? Are you curious? Are you curious?
What is it?
Okay. Do you ever listen to Live? Have you ever heard of Live?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know the song Dolphins Cry?
Ooh.
Yeah. Like the sexiest goddamn song ever by Live. Or at least one of their sexiest songs ever made. Are you looking it up? If you've never heard this song,
it's been a while. It's been a while since I've listened to Live.
Yeah. I remember like listening to this song like when I was like a teen, and I was like, oh god. Oh, this song is so sexy.
I mean, I like it. I might like Lightning Crashes a bit more in this spot.
Like,
But the problem is Lightning Crash is not a hype point.
No, it's not. Like there's a point where when you're listening to the song where it just like explodes like hardcore, like it gets like really sexy wild. So I mean, that's how I've always felt about it, but cuz I love that song. I always thought it was one of their most underappreciated.
I like it. Actually, I like it.
I knew you would.
I like
Isn't it so sexy? Isn't it a sexy song?
It's sexy, but it also, if you put it next to Out of This World, it doesn't go from where Out of This World ends to the sexy.
Yeah, I love Live. They're so amazing. Like I've been a big my sister originally got me into them way back in the day. And I mean, everybody's heard Lightning Crashes. Everybody knows that goddamn song. And yeah, it's good. I get it. Like, obviously, Lightning Crashes by Live is great. But you know what? Like, give me some, like, real shit. Like, another one that's great that nobody ever talks about is Voodoo Lady by Live. like, I mean, obviously we're blowing our load here with Dolphin's Cry, so we're not going to pick another live song, but just to, you know, for all the listeners out there who are looking into live, who may not listen to live very much other than, you know, a couple of the famous ones, go and listen to a song called Voodoo Lady. That song is awesome. That song is so goddamn good. And obviously Dolphin's Cry is great. There's a couple of others that are pretty wild that are a lot of fun to listen to that I can't think of. I think there was like one that's it's got a weird name and I just can't think of it at the moment. I have like a ton of live music. I don't have all of their albums, but I have like, I think I have like 4 or 5 live albums, and they're just fantastic. It's just such good music.
Okay. No, like this is a good song. This was a hype point.
Yeah, boy.
And we're kind of developing a love song theme.
Yeah.
Which is kind of where I think our Offspring would go in this very obvious position.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's trying to create love songs that kind of that just aren't corny love songs, but are songs that mean something to him.
Yeah, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel it inside your body, and live will do that to you.
Yeah, well, you know what he's doing. He's trying to see if the target will feel it too.
Yeah.
So we've got 10 minutes, and we've got 11 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah,
on
man.
this CD, and I think we're pretty good. We've already hit the first hype point.
Yeah, boy.
So, how familiar are you with the song "Love Will Tear Us Apart"?
Who's it by?
It was originally by Joy Division.
Okay. Apparently, Depeche Mode did a cover of this song.
That was the version that I was thinking of, actually.
Ah, I see. I was wondering if we were going to try and fit a Depeche Mode song in here. It looks like the one that I see here, though, was done at a live performance.
He never recorded it. They never recorded a studio album.
Okay, so then I would have to ask, are you comfortable with using live performance songs? Because those are usually kind of rough for like...
I mean, if we allow it, we have to start favoring them. That's my only other issue.
I don't know.
I guess I maybe we'll revisit this song.
Mm-hmm.
For if we need a good low.
Okay.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, okay. What do you got? I was about to like start like scanning my brain, my intense brain waves of my ancient teenage music knowledge that I haven't tapped into in like literally years.
We lose the we get a little bit away from the love theme a little bit. Okay. But that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay, what do you got?
There was a cover of Eleanor Rigby that I really liked that I think fits really well after Dolphin's Cry.
By the Beatles?
Yeah, we're not using... I mean, the Beatles version is okay, but yeah, go ahead and look up Godhead's cover of Eleanor Rigby. It's kind of a metal cover.
That's actually interesting. Huh. It actually kind of makes me think of a Marilyn Manson song a little bit.
Well, I mean, this came out right about that time with Manson metal.
Oh, I love Marilyn Manson. Like, I love Marilyn Manson. There was like a really good Marilyn Manson song that was done special for I believe it was for, what is it? Queen of the Damned. It was for the Queen of the Damned soundtrack. And he did a special song on that album, and it is so amazing. And this kind of reminds me of it just a little bit. Oh, wait, I'm so stupid. I have heard this song before. I just had to get to like the iconic recognizable part.
Yeah, the chorus. Oh, yeah. All these lonely people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I know this song. Yeah, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. You can slap this on at the end of Dolphin Cry. This is fine.
Yeah, it kind of it keeps us high, but starts sliding us back towards the middle.
Yeah,
to where we have options. So
you know,
we're not trying this thing.
You know what? You know what vibe this gives me that's actually really nice for the whole tone is it's like, okay, we got to have the first song, which was like sensitive and you know, nice, and then you get to like blow your load with the sexy thing, and now this is like it's a you and me against the world kind of vibe, right? But yeah, it's like chill,
yeah. We are lonely people. But we want to come together.
Yeah. All right, yeah. I think totally. This is a good choice. I like it. And I've never heard this version of this song, but it's pretty damn good, actually.
I mean, I would go for the Beatles version here, but I just don't think it's a good follow-up to Dolphin's Cry.
Yeah, no, I think this is great. Like, this is awesome. I've never like, I don't really listen to Godhead. Like, I don't think they're bad. I've just never really listened to them before.
I'm not a metal person, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, that was you know what? That song was pretty chill. The song was pretty chill. Okay, so yeah, you could stick that in there. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
So we're at the end of Eleanor Rigby, and I've actually kind of toned us down. This kind of actually did the job of toning us down a little bit. So where do we go from here? We're about half minutes into this. We're about 14 minutes, half into this one. We're probably not ready to come again for another 2 tracks.
All right, man. Okay, so one of the things that you said that stuck out in my mind that we need to keep track of. Now, I'm not saying that this is something that needs to be next, but it's something that we should keep track of. You said we have to have at least one Weezer song, and I totally agree. We have to have
the Weezer song. I think I know the Weezer song.
Okay,
that we're going to go for.
But
I'm pretty sure that's going to be Weezer's going to end up in track 6.
That's fine. I wanted to do
Weezer is how we come next.
What I want to do is I want to add another rule. Like, in other words, like a rule based on the idea, like you said, we have to have one Weezer track. I'm going to add another rule that's like that. My rule to add is this CD must have at least one Coldplay track.
I mean, I could probably think of 1 or 2.
Yeah, man.
That would probably work as a end of the album type deal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So, yeah. But if you're thinking Coldplay just for the inside joke, I'm on board.
All right,
it's a joke. A joke that our kid don't even recognize as a joke.
Yeah. He's gonna like look at us and he's gonna be like, "Daddies, what the is this?"
It's like, it's yellow. It was called Yellow.
Someday, my boy, you'll understand.
Well, your other daddy used to pay this Canadian to serenade me with lyrics from this song.
Oh man.
Remember, Google, we're both super straight.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got the metal cover of Eleanor Rigby kind of floating out there.
Right.
We could probably afford to go in any direction.
Right.
Is there a theme? I mean, that a sub theme that you possibly think should be in there?
A sub theme?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going for we're looking for things like love,
right?
You know, like we're looking for like low key love songs, or things that kind of have, you know, a desperate tone.
Yeah, you gotta also make sure you get in that angsty teen kind of feeling.
Yeah, gotta get that emo.
Yeah,
gotta
be
that.
Like the whole like being a teenager is so hard and nobody understands me kind of thing. You gotta get that. So what I just want to go ahead and say, I got up for just a brief second because I went over to pull out my lucky, because it's literally like a good luck charm that I carry around. My lucky David Bowie mix CD. And I pulled that out so that I could look at all the tracks that I have on it and eventually pick one to put onto this mix CD that we're making. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but eventually I'm going to figure it out. You David Bowie fan, my friend?
I mean, we could put Man Who Sold the World right here.
David Bowie's version is the best version of that song, and I don't care what anybody says about it. I mean, like, I've got, we could do...
I mean, the acoustic version, the acoustic version would be a tritonal shift. So we can't do the Nirvana version right here.
Yeah. Well, you gotta also keep in mind that in the version that David Bowie does, which is absolutely a great song. However, you need to keep in mind that version of that song has tropical tones to it. Like, he plays that like thing where it's like a stick against like a wooden instrument that's like a washboard almost. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I know, I get it. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's very kind of
tropical sounding.
Tropical sounding.
Yeah.
Almost Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. So, and don't get me wrong, I love that song. However, I don't know if that's quite the tone you're going for right now.
Well, there is one other version that actually I've heard more than the other ones, which is saying something because the Nirvana version is everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever heard a song by David Bowie called Lady Grinning Soul?
I can't say that I have.
Okay.
By the way, I'm sending you a link to the version I think we can use towards the end of the album. I mean, if we want to, if we're like dead set on David Bowie,
which I kind of am, like
if we are dead set on Bowie,
I have to,
and we kind of want Nine Inch Nails involved at some point. I don't know how much of a fan of Nine Inch Nails you are.
Oh, I love Nine. Are you kidding? I love Nine Inch
Nails. He recorded a song with Trent Reznor.
So. Okay, so yeah, I do know what song you're talking about, but Are you like not really much of a David Bowie fan? It's okay if you're not.
I'm later Bowie. I'm more of a fan of like his earlier stuff. His earlier stuff is okay.
Okay.
Like it's hit or miss for me. Like the 80s, like the late 80s, early 90s Bowie is actually kind of where I got into David Bowie.
Okay.
Like when David Bowie stopped being a glam pop star and just started doing Euro rock. I
just love everything he does. I just love everything. There's very little David Bowie music that I don't like.
Hate anything Bowie did.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if I have to go through orders of operation,
mm-hmm.
Like later Bowie stuff is like the only thing that's like ever in my listening pile.
Okay. I sent you a song that I think might work, possibly. So it's definitely one of my favorites. And it's got like these kind of like sort of sexy, darker tones. It's not like a load blowing song. Like it's not like, like
we're not looking to blow a load.
Yeah.
We're looking to actually set ourselves up for another crescendo.
Okay.
So like kind of looking for a letdown that goes from Godhead's Eleanor Rigby.
Right. I think this one might be a good pick then. Like I'm not
dismissing this one straight out of hand.
You're threatened by the piano, aren't you? The piano scares you, doesn't it, Lettuce? Doesn't it?
I just wish it was a little harder.
Okay. Well, then we can ignore this one.
No. I mean, I don't hate it. But I just like it's a tone shift. It's not a complete tone shift.
Okay.
I wish it was a little bit harder.
You can admit to me that you're scared of the piano. It's okay.
I'm not afraid of the piano. If I wasn't afraid of an absolute tone shift, you know what? my one song per artist rule right here, I would blow it on the Smashing Pumpkins right now. And
we haven't done a Pumpkins one yet.
No, we don't have a pumpkin. We don't have a Pumpkins song in here.
Yeah,
it's not going to be one of our nut blows. Probably. But I would put Smashing Pumpkins right here. His cover of My Blue Heaven.
Okay.
Billy Corgan did a cover of My Blue Heaven, which is just him and a piano.
Okay. All right.
The problem is it is try.
All right.
Like it's him singing the jazz blues standard My Blue Heaven.
Okay. With
just a piano. But the problem is like it would sound so jarring coming after Eleanor Rigby.
Okay. Well, at some point I want to get a David Bowie song in here because my kid is listening to David Bowie, okay?
My kid sings Man Who Sold the World with me in karaoke. Let's just do that. Listen to the cover of The Man Who Sold the World.
No, all right, fine. All right. You mean the one that you sent? Because I thought you mean the one that you sent me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take a look at it.
Because we won't count this as the Bowie song. But
because it's not Bowie. This version is not Bowie. The person who's singing it is not David Bowie.
Well, no, it's not David Bowie.
Yeah.
But he's more David Bowie than Kurt Cobain.
Well, yeah, clearly.
I mean, he still has the back of his head.
So yeah, I guess it's not bad.
It's not bad, but if you're like hard no on this cover, just because you're like, I would much rather just have Bowie's version.
No. That's not what I was. It was the opening of it sounded like the opening of it really put me off at first
because it went from tropical to it kind of almost sounds like Arabian Peninsula, but then goes into Euro pop synthwave.
I mean, that kind of stuff doesn't really bother me. I mean, for example, like I like a David Bowie song called "Assassin," which has got that hard, like, deserty Arabian sort of sound to it. So I mean, it's fine. Doesn't bother me. This song is kind of all over the place though. Like I'm kind of surprised by it.
Yeah, but the thing is it kind of sets us up for number 5.
If you want to put it in, it's fine. I can get on board with it.
Okay. Because I don't think we're ever going to be able to fit in Bowie's version of Man Who Sold the World.
Yeah. One thing I can tell while listening to this guy, he clearly wants to sound like David Bowie.
Well, I mean, they're both British.
I can just hear it in his tone. Like it's just the way that he's true.
There's so much. There's only so much you can sound like when you're a Euro pop synth band. I could start naming off like a bunch of them. Erasure, like everybody in that genre sounds the same because your voice is heavily synthed.
Okay, yeah. It's that weird warble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of this guy before though. Midge Ure, huh?
Yeah. the way I heard this song, this is the version of The Man Who Sold the World that's on Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, really? I had no idea. Yep. That's awesome. Yep. That's pretty cool. Interesting choice, then.
We've successfully gotten off of like the hard rock metal-y type like power drive that from Dolphins Cry and Eleanor Rigby. I think we've escaped it with giving us better options for the next song.
Okay.
You want to throw your Bowie song here? we got discount cheap Bowie and then for reals Bowie.
But I mean, like, do you think that Lady Grinning Soul would be good after hearing this song?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not a tonal shift, and it actually puts us in a spot where if we're trying to come with Weezer,
oh hell yeah.
if we're trying to get off to Weezer,
yeah, man.
I think there's so many places where we can go with the obligatory Weezer track. Yeah, there's like pick a Weezer track. We could follow Lady Grinning Soul up with that, no problem. Let's see here. How long is this one? 3:56. Let me just get a tally.
Yeah,
of where we are right now, so we know where about in the CD we are.
Like I said, my kid is listening to some goddamn David Bowie. Okay. I refuse to not have a David Bowie track on here.
and that your track is pretty good.
Well, thank you.
Like people, and the thing is like our kid isn't going to give his betrothed, Space Oddity.
I was literally just about to say, our kid is not going to be a goddamn normie who plays Space Oddity. Thank you for saying it before I did.
Yeah, our kid isn't going to just go like, Bowie, Space Oddity, done.
Yeah, like, no, listen here, you son of a bitch. You will sit down and you're going to listen to freaking Lady Grinning Soul. I'm going to play some Fall Dog after that. Oh, man. Then you listen to Genie. Listen here, you little brat. You will love David Bowie and not just the popular shit. Space Oddity isn't even like his best song. I just got to go ahead and put that out there.
It's not.
It's not.
Like, it's very not. Obviously not.
Oh, man. Through these architects' eyes. Okay. So yeah, our kid's gonna play Lady Grinning Soul because that song is so damn good.
We've declared 24 minutes and 4 seconds of our CD.
I think we're doing a good job here. I'm
happy with this.
We're gonna get our kid laid, dude. We're gonna get our kid laid.
Our kid's gonna get so much pussy.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
That's right, Google. We're gonna, us two, super straight dudes are gonna give birth to the straightest super straight kid ever.
We two super straight dudes who happen to be married and have a love child together. We're gonna get that kid so laid.
Man, I think it's hilarious that Google AdSense thinks you're gay because I keep treating you like a twink.
It does, man. It does.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's okay. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I'm sexually confident in myself, so I don't give a like I know what I like. Okay. So moving on from Lady Grinning Soul, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you said you wanted to move into Weezer, right?
We're gonna hit so hard with Weezer here.
Yeah, we're gonna come so hard with Weezer.
Yeah.
We're gonna get with the boys. We're gonna come so hard. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, man. What are you thinking?
No, I want to hear you. I want to hear what you're thinking because I've got one.
Okay.
I want to see if you got me.
See, it sucks because I don't have all my Weezer music in front of me. I was able to figure out the David Bowie thing because I had like the CD of all the best songs by David Bowie sitting right in front of me. I can't believe I'm saying this, but one song that comes to mind immediately is Buddy Holly. But I don't think that's the song you're thinking about.
Absolutely not. But that's not a bad call though for here a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's because I was like, I just finished listening to Lady Grinning Soul, and I was like, that could transition nicely from Grinning Soul to Buddy Holly. And then I started thinking about My Name is Jonas, but that's probably not what you're thinking about either, even though I love that song.
I mean, everybody loves that song.
Thank you, Guitar Hero.
Yeah. Yeah. You got one more guess before I
just tell me what you're thinking.
El Scorcho.
Oh yeah, El Scorcho. That's right. I forgot about that song. Holy crap.
Because our child's definitely going to have a thing for Asian chicks.
Hell yeah, that's such a good song. Oh yeah, dude. Like if my boy tells me that he landed a hot Asian chick, I'm going to be like, do me proud, son. I am proud. I am proud.
This is the track and where our boy hit it like out of the park, and she's just all up on his knob. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one that did it. And it's El Scorcho.
God, I haven't heard this song in such a long time. It's so good. El Scorcho. I love that. Like the moment that you said El Scorcho, that immediate like the voice of him going El Scorcho. So good. And like what's really nice about it too is it's got that great like garage band contrast to it. To kind of like really roll it back to being more casual again, Yeah,
so we used, but this was why I was like Lady Grinning Soul here, or before this, because it brought us back down, and then boom, we're back up. The thing is we're not like hype up, we're good up.
Yeah,
we didn't like rock out. We hit it with like the good stuff. Like we had some good flavor. Like a nice rhythm and nice melody.
Right.
Just some like damn good lyrics. So I've got another track that I think fits here.
Okay. Swing it at me, Broseph.
Metallica's cover of Whiskey in a Jar.
Yes! The only you know that's the only song by Metallica that I like.
And it kind of fits here, and it's kind of like a level maintainer.
Yeah, that is literally like, I'm sorry guys for all you metalheads out there. I do not like Metallica, but I love. I
don't love Metallica. I respect them, and Whiskey in the Jar is probably like their second or third best song.
That is literally my favorite song by Metallica. Like, it is the only song by Metallica that I actually like, Whiskey in the Jar. And I know, and it's a cover, right? It's not even their original song.
It's a cover. But we're not afraid of putting covers because we've already got 3 covers in this thing.
Yeah.
So we're not afraid of covers.
Yeah. I love this song. And I love specifically that Metallica does it the way that they do it.
It's just a really great party song.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's also about a man who is an alcoholic who has sex with a hooker who's his favorite hooker. And then he finds out his favorite hooker is sleeping with another man. And then he goes and he kills the guy who's sleeping with his favorite hooker. Like, now, if that ain't romance, I don't know what is.
Yeah. Our son, a big fan of half Japanese hookers.
Hell yeah, bro. Oh, man. Sleeping in my Molly's chambers. Oh man. It's a good song. I don't know, because like I've heard the original version of the song and it just doesn't do anything for me. It's just the way that, I don't know, I guess it's just the way that Metallica presents it. They did such a good job with it, and it's like, this is the only version of this song that I can listen to.
I mean, the original version, I mean, it's originally an Irish folk song.
Right.
The first like popular recording is kind of like 60s Southern rock ish.
I think it's just a song that was always like overall meant to be a rock song. Like, it's just, that's the perfect tone for, I mean, it's about a dude who's, you know, pissed off because his girlfriend's like sleeping with somebody else, and then he goes and he murders the guy. Like, that's a rock song. Like, come on, man. Oh man. Good pick. I'm super down for that though. Definitely.
Question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Nirvana?
So overall, I was never really a big fan of them.
Okay, never mind.
But, well, I mean, like, it's like I got more like for example, when I was in high school, I used to think they were terrible, and then I kind of like as I got older, I was like, you know, it's not all bad. Like, you know, some of their music's all right. Like, it's all good. I don't have to be all.
You just made one of our listeners cry.
What? That I don't like Nirvana.
You might have just straight out said as a young person you thought they were terrible.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she's gonna cry on her way here tomorrow.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Well,
yeah, it's okay. I'll comfort her by, you know, hitting her in the face once.
Well, it's just, I mean, I'm still not a fan of Nirvana. Like, I mean, I was never really that into them.
I mean, I liked the grunge sound.
Yeah.
But the problem is my problem with Nirvana was always Kurt was a good lyricist.
Sure.
Not a very good musician.
So my thing is that I always believed, and by the way, if I can get a chance, I will probably want to try and stick one of these songs in there in the playlist. I always thought that the Kings of Grunge were Alice in Chains.
Alice, yep. Kings of Grunge were Alice in Chains and Soundgarden.
Yeah. By the way, I'm actually looking at Soundgarden songs right now because I was going to suggest a Soundgarden song.
I mean, this is mainstream. This is stupid mainstream, so you're probably going to bypass this, but Black Hole Sun fits here.
I mean, it's fine. You like, yeah, you can put it in there. I'm okay with that. Oh, what about...
I mean,
wait.
Unless you got something else.
I might have something else. What about Pretty Noose? What about Soundgarden's Pretty Noose?
Oh, no, that fits better. That fits better.
Yeah, it would be so much better than Black Hole Sun. It's so, especially coming off of the end of Whiskey in the Jar.
Yeah,
that would be so good.
No, you got it. You got one. You got one. Look at that. Look at you putting one in there.
I've gotten a few of them. Give me some credit here, man.
Look at you sliding one in there.
Yeah, Pretty Noose it's great. And it's got that like chill, but like still a little bit of lift into it. Like, it's good stuff. Dude, I'm having so much fun, you know? Like, I'm having so much fun doing this with you right now. This was a good idea.
Yeah, no, this was... We had nothing else to talk about, so I was like, let's just do a thought experiment and see where it takes us.
Yeah, man.
And where it's taking us is probably over our runtime.
Oh, well, you know, it's okay. It's okay. How like... you know, maybe we don't have to fill the whole CD. You know, maybe.
Oh, I mean, no, we don't have to, but we're currently at 37 minutes and 14 seconds.
Okay, that's pretty good.
We're not far off.
Yeah,
especially since our final track, we know it already.
Yeah, we kind of cheated.
It adds another it adds another 4.5.
That's true.
So I'll go ahead and put that in our total right now. So 41:52. So we're at 42 minutes at this point. We'll call it track 12. I'm pretty sure is where it's going to end up being.
Okay, yeah.
But track 12, your boy Habanero over here has some pretty interesting taste in music, and we sort of like, he calls this jazz. But it's not like what anybody would think of jazz. It actually feels more like a synth, like a Euro synth pop instrumental.
So the whole thing is like, and I was trying to explain this to Lettuce before when we were talking, is because like what I like to do is I like to ease people into my weird taste in music. And one of my favorite ways to ease people into it is to use the song that I sent to Lettuce to listen to. Because let me tell you, my taste in music when it comes to stuff like that, it gets way stranger and weirder. And the one that I suggested to Lettuce is a lot more tame and interesting and just kind of like what Lettuce was saying, it's kind of more synth poppy. But Lettuce liked it so much that he decided that he wanted to put it on our CD that we were making. And originally I just sent it to him to just kind of, show him an example. And he was like, no, this song's great. Like, let's use it. And I'm like, oh, all right. So, but I mean, like after this podcast, I will be more than happy to send you more super goddamn ridiculously weird music.
Like, no, just send me stuff, and you have access to my DMs and Discord. Send me shit.
Yeah.
If I've got time, I'll listen to it. I actually have a lot of stuff running in the background at work. Otherwise, I go insane.
Okay. All right.
Are you ready to fulfill your Coldplay requirement?
Are we doing this right now? I'm down.
Oh, we're filling the Coldplay. We're following up Soundgarden with Coldplay.
Oh, that's so perfect.
And I think I got it like the final 3 notes into the first 3 notes. I think I got them to kind of come together.
Oh no. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Viva la Vida.
Oh, you didn't go for yellow. Wow. All right, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so yellow would have been a tonal shift. Fix You would have been a terrible tonal shift. Viva la Vida kind of has the song is kind of about, kind of has a romantic feeling to it.
Sure. The romantic feeling of being on top of it all and then falling apart.
And then it falling apart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of shows our emo child's sensibilities. and its sensitivity. So
hell yeah, man.
Viva la Vida, Coldplay.
Bitches love Coldplay.
We got there.
That's right, man.
Especially half Japanese bitches.
Oh, Coldplay Kwai Desu Ne.
Okay. Dear.
Oh, man. Well, now I have to look up that song and listen to it so I can figure out what comes afterwards.
On this world, that's when I ruled the world.
Oh my god, I typed in the word Viva and literally the first search, like the first autofill is Viva la Vida.
Oh, Auntie Susan knows what you're doing.
She's listening.
She's listening. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan. She's like, let me help out the imaginary boys. I know exactly what they're looking for. So, I mean, obviously, I don't know, dude. Like, Viva la Vida by Coldplay, that's like the peak, man. How do we come up from that? Like,
when was the last time we had an orgasm? 4 tracks ago. I think we're kind of due. We're kind of due for a banger.
All right.
Let's see here. Going in from Coldplay, you're gonna do a banger.
Can I just say that I'm looking at the music video and the lead singer's face creeps me out. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, he's kind of creepy.
Yeah, he's got a really creepy face. I don't like it. Like the other guys look fine, but like something about him is just like I'm not feeling it, bro. I'm not feeling
he has kind of like 80s vibe.
Yeah, well, like, and the thing is too is
he's just missing like a pencil mustache.
Yeah, they like exaggerated his eyes to like make the blue color pop out. It just made him look creepier. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. That just was weird.
Artistically speaking, it fits what they're going for. It's just
he looks like a goddamn sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Like I would be like paralyzed in bed, and he would be sitting at the foot of it, and he's like, "I'm gonna sing you Yellow now. You just lay there and you listen to what I gotta say, okay?" It's just like, oh, please let this nightmare end.
Where do you think we should go from here? We're going to go for a banger because we're looking for our third nut, and then we're going to cuddle afterwards.
Well, you know what YouTube is recommending right now? They are recommending a video.
I'm scared.
The feed after Coldplay Viva La Vida, the feed recommends Aha's Take On Me. No, maybe.
Oh man, we already blew our nut on Weezer because Weezer did a good cover of that song too.
Oh man. This is actually kind of difficult. Like it's mostly it's hard.
By the way, for the listeners, there will be in the comment section of this video once it's posted a link to a Apple Music playlist. So if you subscribe to Apple Music, this will be a playlist. If not, I will also have it out so that if you have Spotify or something, you can build this yourself and you can tell us whether or not we're crazy.
Yeah. Also, I could like try
or if you are half Asian, did you dig it? Would you get off with our love child?
You know, also, if you're half Asian, would you be interested in slipping into my DMs? You know, like, just let us know down in the comments below.
Yeah.
So now what I'm doing is I'm currently looking at Radiohead because I thought it would be fun to try and sneak some Radiohead in here somehow.
Oh, I mean, there was going to have to be some Radiohead in here.
Yeah, because I adore Radiohead.
So, do you want to hear my suggestion? Because I think we can go to Radiohead off of this suggestion.
Okay, yeah, lay it on me. Lay it on me, Grotato.
Disarm by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, wow. Is that... Wait a minute. Disarm isn't a load blower.
It's a pretty powerful song, man. And it fits right after Viva La Vida. Now, granted, remember, this is going to be our child. He's going to think the power of Disarm is, pretty load blowing. And any half Asian woman who is even willing to touch his pee-pee probably thinks the same thing.
All right, man.
Disarm is low-key the best song on the second best album of the 1990s.
I mean, see, because, like, when you told me load blower, I was thinking, like Dolphin's Cry. You know?
Well, no, the Dolphin's Cry was just... This is... Like, El Scorcho and Disarm wasn't just, like, you getting the quick first nut out of the way so that your other ones last a while. Now we're doing the things where it's, together. Like, joined together in unison.
All right.
That's why I think like, as far as the Smashing Pumpkins track go, I think Disarm is probably the best in this. Like, in this playlist, Disarm's probably going to be the best song.
Uh-huh.
if we had like 2 more hours and we tweaked this playlist a little bit, we could probably go for Ruby Through the Eyes of Sleep.
Oh, I really like that song a lot too.
That's not the banger song.
But I like that song. I mean, yeah,
if you could find a banger, if you could find a Radiohead banger that fits between Viva La Vida and Disarm, I'll buy it.
Okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look at what I can pull off here, okay? Let me just kind of...
And the only thing I can think of is Bananaco.
Bananaco?
B-side to Street Spirit.
So the song I'm looking at right now is one of my favorites. And by Radiohead. It's Radiohead's Lotus Flower. Because it's kind of got that sexy tone. But I don't... Like, as I'm listening to it, I don't think it's going to be able to come off of Viva La Vida. Well, maybe it will. I love watching the lead singer, like, doing the jive to this song. It's so amazing. He's so great. I love Radiohead.
Yeah, Thom Yorke is pretty cool.
Oh, God, his voice is so sexy. Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
All of you out there, give me a thumbs up and a comment down below telling me that Thom Yorke voice is absolutely sexy.
Okay, so I kind of want to replace Radiohead real quick.
Okay.
And I think this does go after Disarm.
Oh, okay, so some other song that you picked.
Good Radiohead song, though.
Thank you.
But this isn't necessarily a Radiohead song, but it has Thom Yorke's sexy voice.
Is it literally Thom Yorke as a solo artist?
No, it's
okay.
He did a duet with Bjork.
Oh, okay.
The song's called "I've Seen It All," which might actually end up right before Schlomo on this playlist. But if you're willing to accept that as Radiohead-like, we can probably move on from Disarm.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's if you want to put Disarm in there, it's fine. Like, I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. It's just the only reason why I was like fighting against it was because you were like, oh, well, we want to like move into a Load Blower song. And like, I was like, oh, okay. So like, you know, you want something more powerful, more in your face. And then you're like, Disarm. And I'm like, I don't feel like that's like, you know, like
Disarm's pretty powerful, man.
Well, yes. I think it's emotionally powerful, yes. But like, I'm thinking like, I mean, it's like, it's just when you told me what your intention was, like, it just didn't feel like that was, like, it fits fine. So, like, if you want to put it in there, it fits fine and I'm okay with it. But it's like, when I was looking for a song under the assumption that it's, you know, this Load Blower, you know, song that's like, you know, oomphy, I guess. I was not thinking Disarm. Like, Disarm is not a song I would have thought of with that description. You know what I mean? And I just want to like confirm. I like Disarm. I like that song.
Wait a second. Disarm might still end up in the... Okay, Disarm is a maybe as the Load Blower.
Okay, man. If you want to put it in there, you can put it in there and I'll be okay with it. It's literally not a problem. My whole issue was simply that, like, it wouldn't have been a song that I would have imagined under the description of being a Load Blower. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Because, like, I was under a different presumption.
You're looking for something, you're thinking something a bit more something a bit more heavier?
I guess so, yeah.
Something a bit more up-tempo?
Sure.
Something that you could, like, get a good hard to.
Maybe. Yeah, something like that. But it's fine, like, because, like, I'm not gonna say that Disarm's a bad song, because it's not. Like, it's a great song.
But it also doesn't absolutely have to be there, though.
Okay. Well,
like, if you're looking for something a bit more upbeat, to follow Viva La Vida, we'll keep Disarm in our back pocket, and you keep going where you're going.
I mean, because I'm not even totally sure, like, at this point, what to pick. Like I said, I was looking at Radiohead because I thought maybe I could find something that would be really good for putting in there. But I mean, honestly, like at this point, it's like, you know, if it's based on the tone of Disarm, I could put in just about anything from Radiohead in there, I feel like now.
Actually, I mean, like we're looking for the tone of Viva La Vida too, or we could look for the tone of Viva La Vida, but both of those are very similar songs.
Right.
Which is kind of like how I came with Disarm after we did Viva La Vida.
I think I might know which one might be the right one to go for, possibly. Because this was, this is actually the song, the first time I ever heard this song by Radiohead. Radiohead was always, like, for a long time for me, a band that I was okay with. Like, I didn't really care about their music. I was like, okay, well, some of their music's great. Some of their music's not so great. Whatever, not a big deal. This song is the song that made me realize that I loved Radiohead. So the song I'm looking at right now is called Jigsaw Falling Into Place. And
that's a good one. That's a good one.
So this song, Jigsaw Falling Into Place, the first time I ever heard it, I was like, okay, I officially love Radiohead now. I officially love their music. And my thought process here is that this is one of those songs where it starts a little slow. They kind of bring you into it slowly. And then midway through, it really pops off. And it just, like, really gets, like it's like this would be my idea of, like, a load blow song. Like, because it's like, it starts off slow and then it pops off. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah. This is very similar to the one I just came up with. If I was thinking, I was thinking Radiohead, and I was thinking kind of like driving rhythmic songs that don't sound like, that aren't so heavy that they sound weird next to Viva La Vida.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But also kind of give you a bit more oomph, a bit more drive, and a bit more up tempo.
Yeah.
Idiotech? Yeah. Jigsaw Falling Into Place works. But my idea, if we weren't 100% sold on Disarm, which, after your discussion is like, yeah, you kind of talked me off Disarm.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, I'm still down for that song to be in there somewhere.
Me too, but just maybe not in its position.
Mm-hmm.
So, or if we have or if Radiohead, or if Jigsaw's puts us into a spot to where we could do something a bit, more like a better letdown song.
Yeah.
With the Smashing Pumpkins, and not necessarily just Disarm.
Right.
Then I'm okay with that too. Because the playlist is got to have at least one Smashing Pumpkins song, and we're probably going to try to fit Depeche Mode in there somewheres.
Yeah, sure.
Because we still got like 25 minutes left.
Yeah, now that I'm listening to it, because like I didn't recognize the title, but now that I'm listening to it, I do recognize this song, Idiotech.
I love Kid A as an album. Yeah,
it's a good song. God, I love his voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's okay, ladies. I know why all the ladies are madly in love with his voice. Like, I get it. I love this song, but I think I'm going to stand my ground with Jigsaw.
Okay, if you're standing your ground with Jigsaw, Jigsaw's in.
Yeah, I think I got to do it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Jigsaw's in.
Ugh. Thom Yorke, your voice is so sexy. Ugh. God damn it. I wonder, like, I bet that, like, if he had, like, a nickel for every time somebody said that to him, he'd be, like, a goddamn trillionaire.
Especially if they were dudes.
Yes, absolutely. You take all my nickels, Thom Yorke. Mm. Okay. So we got Jigsaw in, and I'm happy with that. So now the question is, where do we move from here?
Depeche Mode, Everything Counts.
Ooh, I think I know that song, but I'm going to look it up anyways. Honestly, at this point, this is just an excuse for us to listen to good music.
Yeah, we're listening to clips of good music. Because I'm reminding you, because I'm naming these songs off that I have off the back of my head, so I know what they sound like. But you're like, I don't remember these because I'm kind of a hipster and haven't listened to them in a while.
Which song did you say again? I'm sorry. Everything
Depeche
Counts.
Mode, Everything Count.
Yeah,
Everything Counts.
I thought that's what you said. Oh my god, this is so 80s. I love it.
But it works with but it works as a come off to Jigsaw.
Sure.
And it gets Depeche Mode in here.
Oh my god, yes, give me that xylophone action, baby.
Bruh.
I love this.
Are we doing it?
Oh yeah, sure, we can throw this in there. I love it. Oh god, there he is. God, he had such an amazing voice.
Who, David Guerin?
Yeah.
Bruh. Yeah, he does.
Wow. Like, he has, like, that deep tonal, like, girthy sound in his voice. And you're just like, oh, I feel it.
Still intact. Grabbling hands, grab all they can, all for themselves. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You know what was funny? When you sang that just now, you don't realize it, but you unintentionally timed it perfectly with the chorus line for it. Nice. So, like, you were literally in perfect tune with them when you sang it just now.
Nice. Got you demonetized and everything.
Oh, man, it's so good. I like to imagine, like, your face is among their faces because I'm watching the music video. So, like, when you were singing it, I like to imagine you're, like, the fourth head.
And we've crossed the 50-minute mark.
So nice.
We're almost there. Almost
nice.
there.
Nice.
We've also, like, blown well past track 12.
Nice.
So Schlomo's going to end up being, like, 15, 16 at this point. we had a couple of small songs.
All right.
But Depeche Mode's Everything Counts.
I love that song. That was great. I think what really sold me on it was the xylophone. That's what really, really sold me on it. And that's not a cap either. Okay, so
we're just going for eclectic sounds now.
Cool. That means that I can come back to my boys, Tame Impala, and get something in here by them.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
Oh, can I please make this song work? Oh, please, I want this song to work so bad. Hold on a minute.
Link me, and I'll let you know.
Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, I love this song so much. You know, as a song that you should, like, be listening to while you're getting laid or just after getting laid, this song is kind of perfect.
Dude, if you give me a good enough song, I can get a fourth banger in.
All right, here you go. I sent you a good one.
Because I got a banger that we're both going to agree to. All I got to do is know if this song fits.
So what I sent you is called Tame Impala's Elephant. And I adore this song. I love it so much. It's so good.
This feels a little bit like Joan Jett.
Dude, if you've never listened, I'm going to tell you right now, if you've never listened to Tame Impala before, you need to start listening to them, like, immediately. They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing.
I'm vibing. This feels a little bit like Joan Jett in the Heartbreakers.
Tame Impala is absolutely spectacular.
But I kind of like the buzzsaw grind because it takes me where I want to go.
Yeah, man.
It kind of takes me where I want to go. I like the song it's in.
It's like you're on a journey, right?
It's in. And you're gonna like where it takes, and you're gonna like where I go with this next.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, let me record this for prosperities.
Trust me, though, Lettuce. If you haven't listened to Tame Impala before, start listening to them. They'll blow your mind. They're so good.
Not a long song.
No, it's relatively short.
But it's a good one. It's only 3.5 minutes. It's only 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, man. Well, you said you wanted some short songs, right?
Well, no, I just didn't want a 20-minute, piccolo and recorder session with some clarinets thrown in there.
Right. So no Tool then.
Yeah, no Tool. Sorry.
Darn it. Maybe next time.
Sorry, all you Tool fans.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Elephant puts us perfectly into Stand Inside Your Love by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Sweet. I adore that song. In fact, I'm actually, don't get me wrong, love Disarm. I'm a little happier that Stand Inside Your Love showed up instead, though.
I figured, I saw where we were going with Everything Counts.
Yeah.
And then I was like, as long as Elephant keeps us in this general area, I can grab a power ballad off. I can grab the power ballad off Machina.
Yeah, boy.
And I know you would love that.
Yeah, boy.
So I was like, just give me something that maintains this feel and this thing. And then you had this Joan Jett sounding song. I was like, oh, this works. I'm vibing, and we've got a fourth nutter.
Dope.
See how that easy that works out?
It does. It feels good. I'm feeling good right now, Lettuce. I'm feeling so good. God, I haven't made music playlists like this in a long time. It's pretty crazy.
And let's go appreciate that music video for this song.
Oh, the Stand Inside Your Love?
Yeah, the Stand Inside Your Love music video. It's one of their best ones.
It is a good one.
If it wasn't for Try, Machina would be their best album.
It's still my favorite album. I don't care.
I understand. No, I mean, I can see where you're coming from, and I would love to agree with you, but it's just every time I listen to it, Try just takes me right out of it.
You really hate that song. It cracks me up.
The thing is, I don't hate that song. I would have loved that song in a door.
Sure.
That song would have fit into a door. Just make a door one song longer and make Machina one song shorter, or take one of the many fitting B-sides and move them back up into the album.
Right.
Why you do things, Billy? Why you gotta do these things, Billy?
Corgan.
All right, so
okay, so do we want to wrap it up with our last song, or do we want to try to put more in?
We probably need one more song. I would like to get at least 60.
Okay,
and that 58 minutes is including Schlomo.
Okay, all right, we can do that.
So we've got one more song. We've hit all the big bands. We got Weezer, we got The Cure, we got Smashing Pumpkins.
We got the really important one, which is Coldplay. So that's good.
We got our Coldplay in. and now we're kind of at the letdown, so we could just throw something in there that's kind of meaningful.
Okay.
And I have one. Johnny Cash is hurt.
I mean, it is the last song, so it's probably fine. It's just I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, it's a great song, and I love it. That's not a song that I listen to feel particularly horny, but I think it's fine. The load's been blown multiple times. It's over. We're all having cigarettes in bed. It's probably fine.
We've been at this for an hour. We've nutted 4 times. She's probably came twice. We're cuddling. Why not sing a song about how you have to hurt yourself to make yourself feel? Literally Johnny Cash's goodbye letter to the world was covering hurt.
Yeah, man. Because what I want to do right after sex is cry and then hurt myself terribly.
Okay, I'm feeling a pretty strong veto on her.
Well,
which I will accept.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit heavy-handed.
Which I will accept, and that allows Schlomo to be back to being the final one.
Okay,
that gives us, if we could fit something in between "Stand Inside Your Love" and rock music. Or we could just put something after rock music. Because I feel like rock music can go after "Stand Inside Your Love" just fine.
Okay.
Let's see here. Is there anything that I think that we're missing, or something that would help convey what we are to the person we just nutted in 4 times?
Oh my god. I think I know. I just literally accidentally came across this by accident, and I think it might be perfect. And you could probably put it in between Schlomo and you ready? The Verve's Bittersweet Symphony. What do you think?
I mean, if we're gonna do something cheesy, corny like that, why not just do Closing Time?
But does it telegraph the same kind of like tone and message though?
Yeah.
Well, I will admit, I do kind of like the idea of like Closing Time at the very end, like basically like get the hell out.
Yeah. Here's your Uber fare to GTFO.
Oh man. But like Bittersweet Symphony is like, I don't know. Maybe not.
Let me check it.
Do you want me to send it to you?
No, I mean I know the song.
Yeah.
I know the song. I'm trying to get the opening to see where we would place it.
Let me just kind of personify this properly to you. I thought that this, when I was a teenager, okay? When I was like 15 or 16, I thought that this song was like my fucking soul, dude. Like, that's why I'm kind of like picking it as well. Cause like as a teenager, you know, who was, you know, touchy-feely, relatively popular with the ladies. And I was like, I identify with this song. This song is my fucking soul, man. Another one is Marcy Playground's Sex and Candy. That was another one that I was looking at.
I almost was like, I'll give you the Verve, but you're giving me Sex and Candy.
Do you want to do Sex and Candy? I will take either Bittersweet Symphony or Sex and Candy.
We could do both.
You want to do both? Yes.
We have the space.
Yes, let's go. You know that you're going to have to do Sex and Candy after Bittersweet Symphony, right?
No, I was going to put it in between Elephant and Stand Inside Your Love.
Really? Sure. Yeah, you could do that. That would probably be fine.
I was actually going to shuffle that in there.
Yeah, do it.
So that the come down isn't so long.
That works even better. Do it. Yay! I get Sex and Candy and Bittersweet Symphony. My 16-year-old soul is very pleased right now. Oh, I love this scene in the music video where the woman is screaming at him. That's my favorite. Yes, I'm watching the music video right now.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I mean, I am too, because I wanted to get the intro to see if it would fit better. But yeah, no, it's actually fine after Bittersweet and before rock music. It's positioned fine.
Yes.
I don't have any problem with its positioning there.
My imaginary boy, you're gonna do us proud. Oh man, I gotta say, lead singer is ugly. Just gonna go ahead and put that out there. He is not a.
Well, I mean, maybe you didn't have to be hot in the 90s.
No, you really didn't.
Except I think that's 2000s, but whatever.
He's like skin and bones, and he's pale. Like, it's just no flesh on this man whatsoever. It's crazy to me. I love like the top comment on the video here. 24 years later, and this song is still so powerful. Hell yeah, Shanti. Oh man.
Oh, and Sex and Candy is a quickie.
Yeah. I would expect it to be.
I smell sex and candy. Yeah.
I'm still listening to Bittersweet Symphony. I mean, I'm on the full Jimmy Jam over here. I am just like, this is me as a teenager, man. This is what I felt. This is who I was, man. Once upon a time ago. So what do you think? Do you think after Marcy Playground and Verve, do you think we're gonna be done here, or do you think you want to try and add some more stuff?
So we are under 70 minutes.
Okay.
But it's 66 minutes.
Right.
We've given our listener an hour, which is still good value because a lot of CDs actually, didn't give you, because a lot of audio CDs actually didn't give you more than 65.
Yeah, usually. Yeah.
The danger that we're running into now, especially kind of squeezing Sex and Candy where I squeezed it.
Yeah.
Kind of a tonal shift, but not such a drastic one that it feels out of place.
Well, I mean, it would also be fine next to like Bittersweet Symphony, I think, like in between like Bittersweet Symphony.
No, I like it. I like it in between Elephant and Sex and Candy, or Elephant and Stand Inside Your Love.
Yeah.
Because, it's kind of a warning. I'm gonna and then Billy,
because our boy's going for round 5, right?
Because Stand Inside Your Love was round 4.
Right. Okay.
But so Sex and Candy's kind of like a warning.
Yeah, man.
And then Billy Corgan comes in and says, "We told you." This is happening.
Thanks, Billy.
Thanks, Billy.
we appreciate you.
I want to end this album with No Rain.
By my boys Blind Melon? Are you for real?
I want to end this with No Rain.
Oh man, do you know what I think is the best song they ever made?
We've had this discussion before, but I forgot.
Deserted.
Yeah, I still want No Rain.
That's okay. You can put in No Rain. Even though that's the not cool popular song by them, but it's fine. You can put it in there. God forbid if you wanted to put in Dear Old Dad or Deserted or Seed to a Tree, which are actually great songs by them that nobody likes.
Yeah, I just kind of like the vibe for No Rain.
That's okay.
After Bittersweet Symphony.
Sure, man. Sure.
And it kind of like just kind of is a value add that doesn't like fill out of place.
Sure.
In this collection.
Absolutely.
And it puts us right at the 70-minute mark.
Okay.
Okay, so after Bittersweet Symphony, we have Blind Melon by No Rain.
Nice.
No Rain by Blind Melon, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with what we got. We got 70 minutes of kind of a playlist that we could give to our half Asian crush. And
our boy, our imaginary boy.
Our imaginary boy can give to his half Asian crush.
Hell yeah.
And he's about 85% chance to get laid. And about a coin flip on getting laid at least 3 times because of this.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So I think this little thought process was a success. And as I said, I will generate a playlist. And once this goes up live on YouTube, I will generate a playlist, Apple Music playlist. And I'll have the track listing for this album in the comments.
Nice.
Or I'll give it to Habs and he can put it in the description.
Sure.
Yep.
Why don't you go ahead and give us a nice little recap from track 1 to the last track.
Okay, so we start off with Out of This World by The Cure.
Sure.
And then we go to Dolphin's Cry by Live.
Yeah.
And then we hit up Eleanor Rigby's Godhead for a nice, good, hype power song.
Yeah, that one surprised me.
Yeah. And then,
in a good way.
And then we do Mid-Urge's version of Man Who Sold the World. And so we go fake Bowie into real Bowie with Lady Grinning Soul.
Yes.
And then out of nowhere comes some El Scorcho. hit you with a 1-2 punch.
Yeah. Gotta keep them on their toes.
And then the party doesn't stop with Whiskey in the Jar by Metallica.
Yeah, man.
And then we get Pretty Noose by Soundgarden.
Bruh.
And because there has to be some Coldplay, we got some Viva La Vida in here.
Absolutely, we had to have the Vida. We had to have the Coldplay. There was no.
And we continue that vibe with some good Jigsaw falling into place by Radiohead.
Yes.
And then we hit up some Everything Counts by Depeche Mode because you got to have some xylophone up in this piece.
Dude, yes, xylophone skills are off the charts.
And then Elephant by Tame Impala.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get some Sex and Candy by Marcy's Playground. To warn you about the oral molestation you're going to get from the Smashing Pumpkins and Stand Inside Your Love. Quite frankly, perfect. one of the best power ballads ever recorded by man.
Hey man, all I gotta say is who wouldn't be Inside Your Love?
I mean, everybody thinks November Rain is this powerful power ballad. Nah, Stand Inside Your Love, man.
Yeah. Who wouldn't be inside of it?
And then kind of the end run while we're cuddling, we got some Bittersweet Symphony.
Yeah.
And then No Rain by Blind Melon.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then to kind of just round it out, a nice instrumental rock music by Schlomo.
Yeah, yeah. Feels pretty good. In fact, actually, I think I just finished. So just from hearing all those titles coming all together like that, I'm gonna have to clean up a mess now. All right. Thinking you're feeling pretty confident about our boy. You think he's gonna grow up right? He's gonna grow up with the right music and make all the right choices and bang all the hot Asian girls.
Yeah. He's gonna do his papa's proud.
All right. Well, now you know what the audience has homework, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. And guys, if you're listening right now, you got homework. Yeah. We might quiz you, and it might end up being your final score. So it's going to go on your permanent record. So you better get it right.
Do you really love us?
Yeah.
And how much do you really love us?
So obviously, but yeah, we this was fun. I just want to say that I was really exhausted. I didn't want to be pushing my brain too hard tonight, but this was a good time, and I'm really glad that we did this. So thank you, Lotus, for coming up with an amazing idea for a topic tonight.
I mean, even if it was a double long podcast.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll fix it in post. I always do. I'll do my best. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up. So say all the wonderful things that I always say. You know them so well at this point, don't you? Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here or any of those things. Go ahead and hit the notification bell. It's greatly appreciated. Check out the description below for all the wonderful links such as PayPal and Streamlabs. All donations are greatly appreciated. Wonderful shout out to the amazing Patreon members, which include Bo Falcon, Fajuk Enterprises, the lovely Miss Rebecca, as well as Scorpageist. Thank you guys so much for your regular support. You guys are so awesome, and we loves you. In fact, actually, take note of this music. It's important business. You're gonna want to know it. But we loves you. And I think check out the Teespring merch. I'm working super duper hard on it. Go ahead and get yourselves a few t-shirts or something, support the Imaginary Boys. Get yourself some Imaginary Boys merch. I'll be working on a new piece pretty soon, so look into that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and say that we have been the imaginary voice. Good night, everybody.
Toodles.